The Lakers have played bad all season. It's no secret. And honestly, it doesn't look like they're getting any better. It doesn't look like they're finding their way or finding their form. So the question I have is it time to hit the panic button, or what's next? Let's talk about it. We understand the Lakers aren't a winning organization right now. Not an organization that a lot of people would look at and say they're a contender. But right now, the Lakers really have an opportunity to still, make this work. But right now, it looks really bleak. It just doesn't look like they're able to. It doesn't look like they have, what it takes to become a champion or be a championship caliber type team, because you're looking at a lot of turnovers. You're looking at a lot of finger pointing probably in the locker room. And you're looking at a team that really just doesn't look together. And I've always said, when a team doesn't look together, they don't win. And they don't play together, they don't win. And losing, to teams like the San Antonio Spurs, who I believe is 12-18, 138-110, losing by double digits, and they don't even have a star player on that team. And they had players on that team scoring 5 points a game and they end up scoring like close to 30 points in the game against the Lakers. It shows you how bad the Lakers are defensively. It shows you how bad the Lakers really have to either make a trade or make a real huge adjustment that'll help them be a better team, because what you're looking at in this team is just not good enough. And when I say a team is not good enough, I mean, this team really represents me making that statement, because it's like this team is definitely not good enough to win a championship by looking at the defense that they're putting out there on the floor. Guys are missing assignments, rotations are being missed, falling asleep on defense, not allowing teams to, just kind of show some resistance. It's like the Lakers can't even do that, and like if you can't even help yourself by playing formidable defense to at least show some resistance towards the other team and what they're trying to do, you're gonna find yourself losing a lot of games you're not supposed to lose. And this is what the Lakers are doing. They're finding themselves losing games they're supposed to win. They're not playing up to the level of expectation. LeBron has got to be overly frustrated with this team, because it's like either the coaching is really bad or either the team really just doesn't fit. Honestly, if you ask me, both is a factor, and I just believe that the Lakers are going to have to find a way to either make a trade or do something else, because honestly, it's just not working. Russell Westbrook is a turnover machine. LeBron is older. Anthony Davis is injury prone. And then on top of that, the role players are just really not playing up to the level of expectation, at least not right now. I will say Carmelo has been a revelation for them some. At home, Carmelo has been cooking, but on the road, Carmelo plays a little bit above average, I would say. And it's just not what they need to actually get them over the hump and make them the team they need to be, or become the team they need to be looked at as a championship contender. Because honestly, we know with Lakers is championship or bust. It's nothing else. There's no other way to look at it. It's no other way to piece it together or crop it. That's just the way they need to be looked at, and that's the way they need to be personified and judged. And if that's the case, this team is really, really atrocious. They don't have the pieces that they're supposed to have, and they really just don't, play the way they're supposed to in regards to helping themselves win, helping themselves be, a better team. And that's just going to hurt them in the future, in the long run. And I definitely think that they either need to make a trade or they need to fire the head coach. Something needs to happen on this team for them to be a lot better, because they do have talent on there. They do have a lot of players on there that I respect, and they do have enough players on there to win it. I mean, they definitely have enough. So when you look at this team saying they have enough, I mean, they should be a lot better. But Anthony Davis not playing up to par is definitely going to hurt them, because honestly, AD should be the best player on the team now. It really shouldn't be LeBron. And it seems like after Anthony Davis won that championship, it's like he's been on cruise control ever since, because he hasn't played up to the level of expectations since they won that championship in the bubble, which a lot of people put an asterisk besides. But now you put a real asterisk beside it, because you look at Anthony Davis and how they're playing. They can't even beat teams like the Spurs, who don't even have Kawhi Leonard or a superstar on there at all anymore. And it just really makes them look really bad as an organization, And of course, they lost some other games this year. If you ask me, the panic button definitely needs to be hit with this team, because I'm almost to the point where I'm thinking this team might not even make the playoffs. And it might be a real true thing that I'm saying, because if you look at how the Lakers are playing, they just don't have that consistency that you used to seeing a Lakers team have that gets them over the hump and help them win games and propel them to the playoffs to be a championship contender. But this team, the Laker Nation, has to be happy if they make the playoffs, because the way they look right now, I'm not even sure if they would be a play-in tournament team. And if they did go in a play-in tournament, I would put my money on the opposite team, whoever the hell they play, because it's just the Lakers are playing that bad to me. I just don't see where they're going to actually become better and be a better team. But of course, All-Star break is coming up here soon, and maybe they can make a trade or something like that. We'll see. There's talks about LeBron going back to Cleveland, a lot of speculation, but we're not going to worry about that. We'll see if they keep Russell Westbrook or, find a way to make the team a lot better what they have, or they decide to make a trade or something like that. But something has to be done with the Lakers, because it's definitely utterly embarrassing if they don't make the playoffs. And it's definitely embarrassing basketball the way they're playing right now, which they need to find a way to change some things to help them become a better team overall, just so they can find themselves in the playoffs and give themselves an opportunity to win. But hey, that's my take on the situation. You leave any comments in the comment section. Let me know what you think about the situation. Do you think the Lakers need to make a trade? Is it time for the panic button? Do the Lakers, keep going at it the way they are, because maybe they can find a way to get it together or piece together? Or is LeBron just too old to carry the torch and the Lakers are about to fold? You let me know in the comment section. As always, we'll talk about it. And hey, Cali out.